Hi everyone, I am Nirchen. So, a little bit about myself before starting this video. I love creating content related to human behavior. I love giving advices, sharing wisdom and my personal experiences using storytelling, and I'm a witty person. Well, I'm 19. Well, that is it. So, if you can subscribe to my channel and press that bell icon, I would be really happy. In return, sincerely, I'll help you to improve yourself and I will push you to become your best self through my videos. So, there's give and there's take. That is how things work, right? Okay. So let's start off with this video. So no one is going to save you. Okay? Like really get that into your head. No one is coming to save you, and that is actually your superpower. Let us understand why no one is coming to save you. I'll tell you. Okay? You shouldn't be like fully dependent on people. Like in your life, we as humans are dependent. We are dependent on our parents. We are dependent on, like, for a few things we are dependent on our friends too. We are dependent on our teachers for knowledge. We are dependent on for this. Like, we're just dependent in general. But कब तक we are, we can be dependent on our parents, कब तक we can be dependent on, like, to save ourselves. For example, you're getting bullied or something like that. At that moment, you're quiet and maybe your friends are protecting you or like your parents protected you. But at one moment of time, you have to step in. You have to fight for yourself. It's like that. You have to, like if someone is saying wrong to you, आजकल it has become more cool, like, oh, I'll keep the peace and I'll walk away. Okay, but will you walk away every time someone is saying something to you? Like, of course peace matters, peace over everything, but there will be a time, there will be a moment where you actually have to save yourself. You have to step in, you have to protect yourself. Like, your parents, they're there, but they're not there like for your whole lifetime. The person who is with you in your hard times, the person who is with you in your like moments is you yourself. I bet there are like moments in your life too you have never shared with your parents, you have never shared with your friends, or like something's happened to you, you have like never even like confronted yourself. I'm talking about such moments. Like, in everyone's life ऐसे moments होते हैं. So we cannot share it with everyone. So like, when such stuff happens, all you should know that you have to save yourself from that. Like, if someone is putting you down again and again, Bhabi, you don't have to be Mahatma Gandhi. You cannot be like, okay, peace. At one time, it will work once, it will work twice, it will work thrice, 4 times or 5 times, but at least one time you have to, you have to get up. You have to give reply to the person. You have to fight for yourself, like save yourself. Like, really have to save yourself, because you cannot depend like, oh, my parents will protect me from that thing, my parents are going to protect me financially, my friends are there for me, you cannot. Or you could also be like, oh, my friends are there emotionally for me, I can share anything to them. That is a good thing. You can do that and you should do that. But at one time you have to grow up in a sense, like, not everyone, or like, not, people are going to be there for like each single moment with you, like, taking hand in hand. At one moment, even your parents are going to, like, unki bhi life hai. And there are many moments, you cannot share it with your parents until it's like totally done. So you have to save yourself, then be dependent on like others. The dependency on people, you cannot, like, they're not going to protect you, especially girls. Like, we feel like we could be for studies and education, we are like dependent on our parents, but kab tak, we are going to be dependent on them for all the stuff they're doing for us. At one time, even they expect you, okay? Even they expect you to do something of yourself, make themselves proud. So you see, even there's like expectations, like even your dependency have a price for future. So how could you say, like you could be dependent on someone? It, like even your parents, you cannot be dependent on them for your whole life, not on your friends. It's like you have to grow up, you have to, be dependent on yourself, like be independent, be, be so financially like independent, be so educational, like educationally like independent, like just be independent overall so you could be a provider too. Okay. And yes, no one is going to save you, rather than like, don't, my friend says me this, that uh in his personally in his life, he says that many times, even in my life, when it was my car, by car he meant like his life, like he was sitting on like he was not holding the steering wheel, like the other person was holding it, and he was like just enjoying it. Because if you also need to do that, the things may crash. Okay. But if your steering is like God is holding that steering, then okay. But God also save those who save themselves. So yeah, why did I decided to talk about this topic, that no one is going to save yourself, is because, so I took a challenge of creating content for like 30 days. Okay. And I stopped doing it like after 5 days or like something like that for few days. And no one was like, "Neer, why did you stop?" Like, लोगों को फर्क भी नहीं पड़ रहा, you're like creating content, you're not creating content, like, and उन्हें to be honest फर्क पड़ेगा भी क्यों और पढ़ना भी क्यों चाहिए, that's what I feel. Because ultimately that is your goal, that is your life, like you have to fight for your own dreams, you have to fight, you have to, materialize that thing into existence, like make your dreams into, like existence hona chahiye. So no, many times your parents, your like family, your friends, they might not understand it. And also it's not their like responsibility, it's you who have to do it. Because no one's, no one like cares whether you're like, only thing everyone is going to like see, oh, you're succeeding or not. Even your parents, they will be like, actual efforts you took, when they will even think like the actual efforts you took is like when you're actually, getting succeed. But agar kisi ko results nahi dikh rahe hai, of course the people is going to think that you're not working enough for it. And my friend, that is like a truth. Because अगर मैं आज कंटेंट क्रिएट करना स्टॉप कर दूँ, किसी को फर्क नहीं पड़ेगा. Not even my parents, not my friends, no one. Because ये मेरा ड्रीम है. So it's like I have to fight for it. So in the same way, if you have a dream, if you have something to do, और तुम्हें करना है, तुम्हारे पेरेंट्स या तुम्हारे फ्रेंड्स और जस्ट योर लव्ड वंस, दे नॉट अंडरस्टैंडिंग कि ये तुम्हारा वर्जन है, लाइक यू वांट टू डू इट, इट्स ओके, इट्स लाइक रियली ओके. फाइट फॉर इट, यू हैव टू डू इट. You have to do it. So in this way, this is what I really meant, that save, you have to save yourself, you have to save your dreams, that what I'm talking about. That is what in the truest sense I mean. Follow your dreams, follow your dreams, chase it. Do not chase people at this age, do not chase the things that is like really not giving you happiness and all. Chase your dreams, because at this age that is what you're supposed to do, rather than chasing people, rather than like being very well mannered and all, like, oh, like you should have a very fixed schedule of everything, you want to balance everything, get out, like figuring it out. No, they're like, this everything is a part of process. Let things be messy. I hope you all know uh that Kamal ka fool. I'm really not getting his car English word, but okay. So the way it is, like grows in mud, it's like really messy. But who would have thought कि वो इतना beautiful होगा? And it's like really, like we do not easily see it. So in the same way, like let things be messy. You will grow beautifully if like. But if you're like trying to find perfection in everything in your work and everything, at one moment it is good. You might like do it, but it will exhaust you to the core. So save your dreams, okay? Fight for your dreams, save it. Because no one is responsible for your own dreams, no one is responsible for your own vision. And people cannot understand your vision, your dreams until you will do it, okay? Dreams are unique to yourself, they're not unique to people. And many times, even when I share my dreams with people, it's like they cannot even process it. Many times they're like really, इतने बड़े सपने, you wanna do it? Like, you know, वो तुम्हारी कैपेबिलिटी को they are like questioning it. But we all have limitless potential to achieve it, and we all can achieve it. So don't even try to make people understand, don't even try to in fact make your parents understand, because they care. Your parents, your loved ones, your family, they really care. In fact, your friends, like if you're sometimes sharing it, okay, so they know you, so they think like it is very out of comfort zone for you, so they might try to stop you in a very like protecting way. So try not to even like share it with your parents, but in a good way, because show them your results. Just tell them, जो वो समझ सके उतना ही. You do not have to tell you पूरे सपने उनको बताने की जरूरत है भी नहीं. Okay, because people will try to stop you to protect you, but no one needs to be your savior, no one needs to protect you, no one needs to fight for you. You should save yourself, you should protect yourself, and you are enough for yourself. And please be enough for yourself before like being enough for someone else. Be enough for yourself first. Okay. And also the recent thing that I want to share with you all, whoever is watching this. So I am learning to ride a scooty. I'm 19, and my parents, they were like, I really got like a very princess treatment, kind of like wherever I used to go. So like my parents, my friends are always like ready, touch wood, they're always ready to, drop me anywhere I want, like just on a one call or like anything. They would do that because okay, I do not like traffic and all. I don't like pollution. I don't like dust and also, and they understand it so much that they don't even, they're like, okay, so they drop me anywhere I want to be. They're like my personal Uber, they're my personal, like taxi, they are my like personal Rapido kind of. But I am dependent on them for like if I have to go anywhere, I'm dependent on even I have to go anywhere. So like I have to book a cab, I have to book a Rapido, something like that, or I'm just dependent on my like parents, my friends for that. But they literally do it so out of love that I'd never feel like I'm like really dependent on them. But then I really realized that that's not right. Like I have to learn it. Like I have to, in fact, myself get out of my comfort zone, and like it's like I should, like do it. The people around you, the people who loves you, they will protect you. Even when I was like, I wanna learn scooty, so I was just like, मैं स्कूटी को आगे ले रही थी, पीछे ले रही थी, and I was telling my friends that I was doing that. And okay, I'll say something else first. So sorry, bear with me. It's just ADHD. So okay, so I said Papa to like teach me scooty, and I was sitting on scooty, and then Papa was like, okay, I'll sit behind you and I'll teach you. And he was like, again, he was like, as a protective dad, he was like, I'll teach you and I'll sit with you. I'll teach you scooty. I was just sitting. He was driving it. So yeah, I was not learning it. Like, I don't know, it's like it's so like even when I said my friends that coming back to the topic that मैं स्कूटी को आगे ले रही थी पीछे ले रही थी like मैं उसको डबल स्टैंड पे लगा रही थी they're like, हाँ are you like you don't have to do that, are you okay, like just something like that, they were like really concerned like you don't have to do that and all, like they were saying in a caring way like you're very nazuk si kali and all, like, and I was like I am so freaking strong, like, but all they were saying it from a very protective perspective. So I really feel sometimes that the people who loves you, they stops you because they're trying to protect you, because they see you as a, they still see you as like a little kid or something like that, especially like uh मैं छोटी हूँ, or like even in my friends like I'm the youngest, and I think it's because I'm young and all, but people of my age are like riding bikes, like really doing some crazy stuff, and here I'm getting too much princess treatment, and I'm getting so much babied and getting so much spoiled, like so yeah. So I think I am dependent on people for like, so to save myself, like like one day I have to ride it, okay, ride scooty. So like kab tak I'll be dependent on people. So I'm myself, learning to ride scooty alone, like really alone, not parents, not my dad, not my friends, just alone. So yeah, you can learn it from the story, I think, or do that. Save your dreams, and when your loved ones, your family, your friends, say you cannot do this or you cannot do that, like everything is coming from a place of love because they have seen you, like they basically, your family, your friends, like they literally baby you, like it's all princess treatment and all, but do not get into that loop. That's what I'll say. See if your dreams really, like, do things by yourself too, because be lucky for such people in life, but do not get influenced by any such stuff. And girl, if you're a girl watching this, then get independent, okay? This wall is like, especially the Indian society is like, okay, they do like hand over the stuff, like you want this, they really try not to get us out of our comfort zone. But please, girl, if you're really watching, like a girl is watching this, get out of this comfort zone. Just a second. Okay, sorry. So yeah, really get out of this comfort zone, because yes, people are there, you will always have people to touch you, is going to like love you and all, but definitely get out of your comfort zone, chase that wild dreams of yours, because the society will clap for you when sorry, my mom came in. So the society will clap for you, the society will tell you that you're very well mannered and all when you're in your comfort zone, when you're like following their instructions, and you're like okay hanji apul, when when you're really soft spoken, you're really like you know जब तुम तुम्हारे लिमिट्स में हो, आई एम रियली टेलिंग यू लाइक गेट आउट ऑफ those limits, get out of like comfort zone, be so really get so, go out of your comfort zone, get uncomfortable, do the things that people do not expect a girl to do it, do such stuff, and then you will understand, you know like there's so much in this world to do, and like just because of sometimes love does hold a girl back. Well, it does. We might not have wings. We might not have wings, but we have dreams. Dreams which can make us fly. Get rich. Don't wait for anyone's permission. Do not wait. Get out of that comfort zone. Buy that, buy property, buy house, buy gold. Be a gold digger. Like, not taking gold from people, but get gold, fixed your finance. Like, do not be dependent on people. Depend on yourself, be yourself so enough that you are enough for your family, your friends. That is it for today's video. That is truly it is. Thank you for watching it. If you really liked it or anything you want me to improve or just really anything, please let me know in the comments. That is it. Thank you. Bye bye. Bye.